afternoon everybody, my name is Beena and this lovely little fella here is Walter. Welcome to the channel, hope you're doing well. It is, it's a bit of water, that's fine. I thought it's flooded. It's a lovely sunny October afternoon here in Bedfordshire. As you can see from the road conditions though, it has been pissing it down all day. It's been raining again, Kel surprise. Yep, all morning. It's winter, so I guess we should be used to it by now. But it has cleared up, so we are now out on Walter, having a bit of an adventure as always. A little bit of an explore, see where it takes us. I have no particular route in mind today. We've set the sat-nav to take us home, and we're going to diligently ignore that for the next hour. Don't worry, this isn't going to be an hour long. It'll be the usual half an hour-ish, probably. But we're going to see where we go. See if we can find anything to do some aerial shots of with the drone. And maybe have a little bit of a unhinged ramble as usual. About nothing in particular. The foliage is certainly starting to turn around these parts. Some nice golds and browns coming out now, which is lovely. I love autumn. It's my favourite time of the year. I don't mind the cold weather. I could do without the short days, to be honest, because less time to get out and about on the bike, but I do really like autumn. I'm not a big fan of hot weather, so it's nice to be able to layer up, go for crisp walks in the fog, look at all the beautiful colours. And my word, we had some fog the other day. Where are we going? I say the other day, yesterday. Oh, it's a difficult thing this time of year, riding a bike. It's difficult to know how to dress, because yesterday I had to pop down to Hitchin, which is about 16-17 miles away from where I live, to go and get some tablets for my dog. And I thought, well, perfect opportunity to get out on Walter, because it's a nice little trip down to Hitchin through some lovely rural roads. Where shall we go? Shall we go left? Why not? You know what, I've never been up here. Let's go up here. You know this way this goes. Yeah, so I went to go to Hitchin, and it was really cold yesterday morning, and very, very foggy. So I thought, right, well, I've got to wear my waterproofs and layer up and get nice and warm, and clear visor obviously. And for the first sort of 14 of the 16 miles it was foggy and cold, constantly having to wipe my visor to see where I'm going. And then for the last couple of miles it was a glorious sunshine, very low sun because I went early in the morning, so I couldn't see where I was going, and it was getting quite warm. Hey, first kite viewing of the day, flying along right by me there. It's really flooded down in the fields there. Yeah, so I got there and I was dressed inappropriately really. I thought, it'd be okay on the way back. The sun will be behind me, so it won't be in my eyes, so the visor won't matter. And presumably it's still foggy where I live. And I was wrong on both counts. Somehow, sorry, couldn't resist listening to the tunnel. Somehow the sun managed to be in my eyes on the way back as well. I'm not quite sure how it managed to defy all laws of nature there. And it was sunny as well. So yeah, that's the pitfalls of riding in the summer, the autumn and winter, isn't it? That You can be dressed appropriately at one point, and then an hour later, you aren't. The end. And often come down here, it's quite a nice little route down this way. So what have I got to discuss this week? Any news? Well, I've kind of discovered a new hobby, and it's I don't know, it might be considered a bit of a boring hobby by some, but it's ham radio. I don't know if there's any ham radio enthusiasts out there. Where are we going? Should we go right here? Here? Oh yeah, it's flooded down there. Let's definitely go right. Yeah, ham radio. Not something I've ever really considered before, but I happened to be browsing Reddit, and someone had posted a picture of their little handheld ham radio, which, if you're not familiar, they look like walkie-talkies. And I thought, oh, that looks quite cool. I wonder what that is. I didn't really know what it was, so I asked him, and he explained about ham radio, and I thought that sounds really interesting. And that brings us on to the pitfalls of autism sometimes. A bit of a recurring theme of autism, or one of the kind of general themes of having autism, is that you tend to get a little bit obsessed with things and develop really, really strong, intense interest in things that become a little bit all-consuming, and you tend to throw yourselves into them kind of wholehearted. I have no idea where I'm going. Let's go this way. So yeah, if you discover something new, then your autistic brain tells you need to, well, it doesn't tell you, but instinctively you need to find out absolutely everything about this new thing. You have to look up everything. Wow, I really can't see. You have to look up everything about it, read everything about it, watch all the videos, and then you have to have all the kit as well. And it's really out of your control to some extent. And I guess it's bitten me a little bit with the old ham radio, because I've looked into that and thought, oh, that looks quite interesting. And I think it's the kit more than anything as well that gets you. It's like, oh, quite like this little walkie-talkie looking thing. I'd like to get one of those. But so I've been reading up on that, and I bought myself a cheap little handheld transceiver. If anyone is a ham radio enthusiast, it's the Baofeng GT5R. Where on earth am I? Just go left, okay. Yeah, so I bought that and a slightly larger aerial, and I've been listening into wow, there's lots of flooding. I've been listening into local chatter on local repeaters. I'm not allowed to actually transmit anything and join in with these conversations, because you have to pass an examination and get a license to do so. So I've started studying for that. There are 3 levels of license. There's the foundation, the intermediate, and the advanced in the UK, and it's just the foundation one that I'll be looking at initially. And I think it's a reasonably straightforward thing to pass. It's a multiple choice exam, 28 questions. I think you have to get 17 right or 19 right. So yeah, have to do that before you can actually apply to Ofcom, the regulatory body, to get yourself a call sign and a proper license, and then off you go. So yeah, it's really interesting. You feel a little bit voyeuristic, I guess, just listening into other people's conversations. And for the most part, it just sounds like people saying, hello, I've got a radio, I'm in this place, what sort of radio have you got, and where are you? So thanks, bye. But I think that's probably more for the more long distance communications, the shorter wave ones that I'm listening into on my little handheld one. They're more just local people chatting with each other. Although I did hear some gentleman from where was he? Ohio. He was speaking to someone on the local repeater, so that was quite interesting. So yeah, I mean, sorry if you're not a ham radio enthusiast, then this is all dull as ditch water to you. But you know, I thought I'd share with you the fact that my autism has brought me yet another hobby to get completely obsessed with. Last year it was remote controlled cars. I had a few of those. Now that one, so again, sorry, it's another boring hobby really, isn't it? But when I was a lad, we used to have, in the UK here, we used to have these catalogues, these home catalogues. I guess they're probably ubiquitous, aren't they? I think they probably have them elsewhere in the world. But yeah, they have these catalogues that you can browse that have lots and lots of different things in. Think of it as the Amazon of the 70s and 80s. They sold all sorts of things, and you could buy things on the Never Never, as is the phrase over here. Hire purchase, pay a little bit a week, and they had a quite an extensive toy section. And obviously, as a young lad growing up in the 70s and 80s, when it came to Christmas time, that was your Bible. Looking through the toy section of that to see what you could try and get mum or dad to buy you. Quite often to no avail. And one of the things in there was a remote controlled car by a company called Tamiya, and it was called the Hornet. It was like a little sort of dune buggy, beach buggy type thing. The motor in, and you built it yourself, and that was kind of a big part of the appeal, that you got to make this yourself. And I never got one. I mean, they were reasonably expensive, and my family were very working class and not very well off, so I never got one. And I always wanted one. And I used to sit and stare at that picture for hours. Reading all the specs, seeing what it was all about. There's a kite, Roger. And I completely forgot about it in my adult life. There's another one as well. Oh, there's loads out today. And another. Jeez. Of course, I don't have my camera with me, so there would be lots. Sorry, yeah, I completely forgot about it in my adult life. And then I happened to come across a YouTube video of someone playing with one. And I thought, oh god, yeah, I forgot about those. I forgot how much I really, really wanted one of those when I was younger, and didn't think that they still sold them. So yeah, so I got myself one, and it was thoroughly enjoyable putting all of that together, all the little components, putting the suspension and whatnot. And I enjoyed it so much I bought another two, like I say, rampant autism kicking in. And I probably enjoyed them, well, I definitely enjoyed making them more than I actually enjoyed actually using them, because I felt a little bit self-conscious as a 50-year-old man taking him out anywhere to play with. But like I say, the big part of it was actually making it for me. Oh, don't mention it. So yeah, that was last year's obsession, and as a result I've got a few of those knocking about now. If anyone's interested, it's a TTRS, TTRS, TTBR, a Hornet and a lunchbox. And of all of those, the lunchbox is the most fun because it's a big monster truck thing and it's just bonkers. I love driving that around the garden. Oh, and then I got a couple of Kyoshi Mini Zs, drift car and a crawler. Anyway, rambling incoherently. So yeah, that's like I say, the autistic nature is to throw yourself into these things and get a little bit obsessed and go all in and get everything. So I need to try and rein myself in. There's another kite over there. This is definitely the time to come out and see them. Yeah, I need to try and rein myself in and not go too mad on the ham radio. I don't know if you can see that. You probably can't see it directly above us. Oh, it's so beautiful. It really is a lovely afternoon. I think I'll make the most of it because it looks like the weather's going to be turning again for a few days. It looks like our friends up in Scotland are going to get a weather bomb on Sunday or Monday. So I hope you're all going to be okay up there. Oh, all of this water means I'm going to have to bloody wash Walter again, doesn't it? Although I had to wash him yesterday after I came back from the vets. It wasn't the fact that he was dirty from that, but I went to get some petrol from the local petrol station, and as I took the nozzle out of the petrol pump, put it down towards my tank, it just pissed petrol all over my tank, which is really annoying. Thank you. Downside of these nice sunny days is the sun's so low, it's very difficult to see anything, even with a smoke visor on. Maybe I need to get an adventure style helmet with a peak on it. Although, not really in keeping with the modern retro look, is it? Unless I spring for a really expensive, oh no, is that a lot of water? The expensive Bell one with a peak, which I don't fancy doing. Oh, good, that got me soaked. I've got wet legs now. I'm wearing my riding jeans instead of my waterproof trousers. That'll teach me. Another kite up there. Just have a kite counter, really. smells beautiful through here. Kind of damp woods. Have I ever been up here before? Maybe you can tell me if you're a regular viewer, because you know my memory is absolutely appalling. Found a really great road the other day, not too far from me. Really sort of narrow little track, but amongst a load of trees, the village. Really cool, just a perfect kind of bimbling road. And I was going to go along that today, but unfortunately I have to go through Dunstable first, which is never fun. But it means that an hour journey out basically consists of about 30-35 minutes of riding through town and a housing estate, so it feels like commuting. So it almost feels like a waste of time, which is a real shame. So I don't really explore much out sort of southwest to west of me, because it is just all town riding. It's a shame, because there's some really nice little villages out that way. Yeah, I just can't be doing with it. I have been down this way. The sun coming through the trees there, look beautiful. Really nice, I think they're called crepuscular rays. Those kind of sunbeams. Oh, I wish I'd have brought my camera with me. The lighting is so nice through here. Where on earth are we? Right, well, we're back here again. I cut out all the dual carriageway part because that's boring as shit. We went down there last time. We're going to carry on around this way this time. I was having a little bit of a moan about my Beeline app, which took me down the dual carriageway, even though I told it not to go down main roads and to take me on a fun route, which it very obviously didn't. But not to worry, we're back on track. The sun is behind us now, so we can actually see what we're doing. Someone's having a bonfire. About to come back into lovely, lovely Woburn again. I do like Woburn. Oh, it's a cute little pupper. Well, should we do our obligatory little potter through the deer park? People out today, I'm not surprised in this weather. Perfect time to come out. It would be the perfect time to bring a camera with you, Beanie. You Idiots. Any deer visible? Oh yes, quite a few over there. There's a big old herd off to the right over there. Sorry you can't see this. But just look at the beautiful greenery and trees ahead. Couple of motorbikes behind me. I feel like I actually have friends. Look, so what they were. They were a couple of. Looked like they were a couple of Triumph 400s. What they called the street scrambler stuff. Singles. Oh no! 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 No, we are not going down there. Oh my word! Let's. Look down there. It's a river, we're not going down there. Good luck. I'm not surprised we've got flooding really. I mean, we had like about 2 months worth of rain in about a week recently, and it's been raining on and off ever since. So yeah, that's it for another one. That's been more of a ramble than usual, isn't it? It's been a little bit disjointed and big long swathes of silence. But I hope you got some enjoyment out of it. I certainly enjoyed the ride. And until next time, take care of yourselves, be careful out there, keep your shiny side up, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!